When I was a very little girl, my parents would say that even as a toddler, I would sit through an entire movie without blinking, moving, or making a noise. And then I would ask for another one. I guess they didn't know at that time, until today, that they had a very special daughter, full of imagination and drive. However, while looking through the fog in my mind, searching for memories, I only managed to recall the first movies I ever truly loved. Movies I would watch with my dad and that I believe changed my life forever. The Lord of the Rings. I don't really remember the first time I ever watched them since I was so little. I only remember watching them on the TV and loving them. To this day, at almost 24 years old, I can't seem to find the specific reason why they're so important to me. Could it be the beauty of this world created by Tolkien and portrayed by Peter Jackson through the movies? Could it be the epic battles and the music? The journey of the characters? Or could it be the lessons that I couldn't properly understand until I was a teenager, looking for solace and comfort in the middle of dark times? Honestly, I don't think I only need one reason, but I would definitely need more than 5 minutes to properly explain my passion and love for them. They are the reason why I value great stories and why I want to work in cinema. They open my eyes to a vast and wonderful world, beautiful and full of magic and hope, even when in real life that hope was meager. Tolkien wrote multiple books with more stories that I have fallen in love with, and Peter Jackson is the man responsible for making those movies a reality. Movies that have changed the history of cinema forever because of the innovation that they brought to the industry and the way they overcame this impossible challenge when no one else believed in them since the beginning, just like the characters of the story. For me, it is sad that people my age do not know these movies, or have never watched them, or are simply not interested. Yes, everyone is entitled to like whatever they want, but why not try this? Is it only because they're long movies? I truly believe everyone should try to watch these movies at least once in their lifetime. In my years of studying audiovisual media, I have felt guilty and ashamed for saying that I have never watched Star Wars, I don't remember Indiana Jones, I haven't watched a lot of Christopher Nolan's movies, or seen any of Kubrick's work. But I still have the great pleasure of being a young person who has a passion for movies thanks to Peter Jackson and what he did with The Lord of the Rings. He had the most important job of his career right in front of him, with everyone else behind him trying to convince him that he wouldn't make it, that he was going to fail, because these books were just impossible to adapt in a movie. And not only he did one, he did three. With the right help, he managed to find people who believed in him, who helped him make three awesome movies, find the most perfect cast for the job, and make history in the industry of cinema while staying true to his word. I wanted to make a Lord of the Rings movie that I would love to watch. And by doing so, he managed to fulfill the dream of many and inspired a young little girl to make movies. To sum up, I can't find many other words to express my passion and love for this universe. Only that, in the future, it will be my turn to bring more stories from this beautiful and fair universe to the big screen. And fingers crossed, just like Peter Jackson, I would make them so I could love them as well.
How do you think Lord of the Rings, beyond you, will change movie making?
I hope it inspires and influences young kids. I mean, the greatest thing that I could ever imagine with Lord of the Rings would be in 20 or 30 years' time, is to have a filmmaker come up to me and say, I'm only making films because I saw Lord of the Rings when I was 9 years old.